As you just mentioned, Sheikh, as Muslims who are in the ruling class during the time of Mughals, you have set a good examples how they were able to accommodate every other minorities or the majorities. And similarly, Muslims who are in the Muslim majority countries, they were able to accommodate the minorities who are non-Muslims. Now here in West, Muslims are the minorities. So what practical advice would you give to Muslims in minority communities like in West on collaborating across sectarian lines to build stronger unified networks? And what is the role, or what should be the role of religious scholars and leaders?
Yeah, that's a billion-dollar question, and I think we do need to engage with the people of the country we live in. That's a Muslim responsibility. It's an obligation that you have to engage with, your neighbors, with your local community. You have to make sure that you speak the truth. You do amr bil ma'ruf, nahy al munkar, enjoining the good, and prohibiting the evil. If there's a drug problem in your local community, you should be there protesting against, drugs or even abuse or violence and so on. I don't think you can afford to be insular. Isolationism and insularism is not the key to our success or survival. We'll just be wiped out if we become insular and isolated. I don't think that's integration has its limits. Do we need to be integrated? At a certain level, definitely, that we can open up, businesses that are good for non-Muslims and Muslims altogether. But I think the psychological impediment I see is that we believe we're minorities. I don't think we should believe we're minorities. I think we're part of the American system. We are citizens of the country. We're no longer guests. The USA gives us citizenship, which means what? You are an equal subject. You're an equal citizen. So behave as if you're an equal citizen. Why you say you're a minority? You don't need to be a minority. The law doesn't treat you as a minority. Okay, now social media, maybe the media does. And it's very, very, very intriguing and fascinating that the Muslim community is the only community where it is addressed as a religious denomination, not as a nation state. Meaning they don't discriminate. If you're Muslim, they don't care whether you're from Morocco, Tunisia, or Algeria. You're Muslim. But if other people commit a crime, they say, oh, this was a Polish guy, or this is a Jew, a Hindu, or this Indian guy, the Chinese guy, the Asian, or whatever. But they managed to put Muslims in one bucket. Meaning they did the job for us. They've united us. So that you can no longer hide behind your nationalism. You're Muslims. It doesn't matter if Pakistani, Indian, Chinese, you are Muslim. You're in this bucket. You're a Muslim. Where they've classified us based on religion, not on the nation state. It was very intriguing how things happen. So I'm saying that we should stop thinking that we are a minority. Let's engage as if we're part of the system, because we are. Everybody has a social security number, so you're already part of the system, right? Everybody pays taxes, so you're already part of the system. So why are you behaving as if you are marginalized? You're not marginalized. The marginalization is in your mind. Other than obviously, what you call it, institutional racism, I think most Muslims enjoy a certain level of accommodation, freedom, participation at work, in businesses, when they're driving. Customer service supposed to be, non-discriminatory, and on the whole it is.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on most extent. Is definitely the equality, but again, it's our own mindset that we are limiting ourselves and kind of isolating.
Exactly.
And as
we want to play the victim card always. We have this inherent need to play, that we are the minority, we are victims, we are marginalized, and therefore we should have preferential treatment. No, I say be part of the community, be engaged with the community, be part of local politics, be part of the school board, be part of the whatever is done. But you can do it with akhlaq and ethics and share our civilizational values with everybody.
Yeah.
And I think once we believe that we have something to offer, Muslims must believe they can add value to the American system. But if you're always in this victim mode and you believe that you don't have anything to say or to offer, that's not the way the early Muslims were. The early Muslims were very dynamic and very, very, aggressive in their belief that Islam has something to offer, not just to Muslims, but to non-Muslims. And they did their job, basically.
Seems like victim card is the most comfortable card, and then that's why we play most. And again, as you mentioned earlier, the modern Muslims lost their dynamism, if I'm able to call,
yes.
compared to the previous Muslims. And definitely, I mean, a lot to learn and a lot to look for.